Hello, hello, and welcome to another video. This one's a follow-up to the last one, so you should definitely check that out, on which I went on holidays and brought a whole heap of supplies. And today I'm swatching them all out, so you can see what they look like, to see if you're interested in them. Starting off with the Reeves acrylic paint I brought. Now, I've really gotten into acrylic paint at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. Um, I painted it on on a canvas for the first time in ages, which I'm actually making a video about. Um, so that's been fun, and I want to do more of that. So knowing that these Reeves paint is decently respected from the reviews I've seen, and these were really cheap, I wanted to give them a go. So I brought a whole heap of colors that, would be like really handy. Obviously, like your titanium white, lemon yellow, and cerulean or cobalt or even Prussian blue hue, as well as I do have switching out a brilliant red. So I can do lots of different mixes, but there was a whole heap of colors there, so I decided to get some convenience colors, and my mum cooked me up an apple, so I was just showing that off there. I have a very, very lovely, lovely family. Um, but yeah, so I decided to get, like lime yellow, viridian, violet, lavender, rose madder, and peach as convenience colors. And I grabbed Mars Black because I'm used to hearing um about carbon black and lamp black, but I don't know much about Mars. So I thought I would see what that one is like, and if I don't like it, well, I never have to get it again. The next thing I got were these holographic paints, and they were an absolute fight to open because they had the foil layer to protect it from spilling, but when I tried peeling that off, plastic remained behind, which is really, really annoying, as you saw. And so I used what was stuck on the plastic to try and get a swatch out of them. I was told they work best on black paper, so that's what I did. When these are dry, I show them again, but from left to right, you've got violet, gold, green, and blue. And I also wanted to try out the uh, watercolor pigment powder, water, uh, metallic watercolor pigment powder that I brought. Just more or less on a whim. This color is rubelite. I had never seen it before. I had no idea how it was going to go, and because it was metallic, I thought I should try that on black paper as well, just to see. But it is very, very messy. It, as you can see, there's sparkles. It's flying everywhere. But there's a 13 Arts Color Glow in Ruby Light. It's not the best on black paper. Definitely looks better on white, which I swatch out in a minute. But even wet, you can see those holographic colors look really cool. But here, where you're using the metallic watercolor paint pigment on white paper, it does look a lot better. As you can see, it actually has color, and when it dries, it does sparkle in the light. But next up, I have two gouaches from Lucas, a brand I've never heard of before. But they were, well, one of them was free. The store owner said I could just take it. So that was very, very sweet of him. But that one there is the warm grey, 8185, and then the cold grey, 8195. Um, but they're both really nice, and I was originally only going to get the warm grey, because that's the one I picked out, and he said I could just grab another one because it was the last one there, and he wanted them gone. So I was just lucky, right time, I guess. And then I have the Faber Castell Gelato stick in black. Now it is supposed to be water activated. This was, yeah, very, very cheap as well. It was $1.97. So it was just sort of like an experiment. I'm not the hugest fan of how it looks, because the water doesn't seem to pick up all the pigment, doesn't move around all of it, and I am not a huge fan of it when it lingers. But it for cheap, it'll be fun to use in sketchbooks and whatnot. And I also got another Winsor& Newton ink. It is a reoccurring thing. I'm going to have to create a new swatch page for it. I just want to keep them all together, but I keep getting more. So here's Vermilion, which I like a lot more than the deep red. So I am glad that I got it and got it so cheap. And I also got these pastel pencils. Want to find out if I like pastel pencils a bit better, if I like pastels better in pencil form, because I'm not a fan of the texture of pastels, soft pastels. So I don't want to use them, but I do like how they look, and these are a lot of fun to work with. Um, Now they don't have colors; they're only numbered on the thing. So going across, it's 004, 012, 03. I'm pretty sure I actually have the wrong pencil here because there it's a pink on the swatch card. On the thing, it's a peach. And when I looked it up, they were different. But what it says I should have is 048. I believe what I have is actually different. But then there's 046, 029, 002, 044, 017, 001, 009, and 013. That is the white one that I didn't realize that I actually forgot to blend out, so it was still in its lines, but and this is everything going through dry, so you can see it better. I am just trying to make sure that you get like a good view of everything I've bought in case you're interested in anything. I will say the pink is a lot sparklier. You just can't really see it. I realize this paper is not the best for pastel paper, so I might swatch them out again later. But the metallic looks so good now that it's dry. No idea what I want to do with it though. I just brought it on a whim because it's pretty, and now I have to figure out why. But I don't recommend the metallic watercolor pigment on the dark paper. It's not as good, but that is understandable. I was just testing it. Um, it's not really very metallic. It's more sparkly, I would say, which is on the white paper. It's very sparkly, but I didn't capture that very well on camera. Anyway, that is all for this video. So thank you for watching, and if I'm lucky, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.